Nah, are we bankers or nah? Like, listen, y'all, I'm learning a lot of stuff. I'm sure everyone else is too. But if you really get who you are, um, we extend the credit. We extend the credit. We extend the energy, the motion to create the transaction in the first place. When you are on the internet and the credit card company gives you it says, hey, sign up right now and receive this much credit for signing up. They're using your credit. They're not extending you credit. You're extending them credit and you're accepting their offer. That is an offer. They are offering you, they're saying, hey, extend your credit with us and we'll give you this in return. Um, a lot of people don't know that you can rescind contracts within 72 hours of entering them, but most people don't read anything on their contract or have an idea that they can rescind their contract. But um, the whole thing is, if the bank calls himself a bank and they are saying that they are providing credit, i.e., in an example, mortgages, car loans, personal loans, things of that sort, where are the banks getting their money from? You guys haven't read Tom Schoeffer's Banker's Top Secret Manual? Hit me up in my email. I'll send it to you. PDF file is an excellent read. It tells you exactly how the system works when it comes to banking. If you're studying the law, title, Jesus, I think it's title 12. Hold on. Title 12 or 15 in the the USC. That's what you need to be studying to understand that as a living soul doing commerce with your fictitious name, that you're compelled as a consumer to do certain things that you are not going to be told in the private or in the public, meaning like in public education and public media and social media outlets. They're not going to tell you this stuff, okay? But you are a banker as well. If you are extending the credit and there is no transaction without you, the bank or whatever it is that's offering you this presentment has no business to do anyone with. They don't have any money. In fact, there is no money. And there's a lot of people that will go back and forth and say HJR 192 is repealed and and then they made public law 7310 to go in place with it, and then they codified it to 31 USC. It's all good. It's still there's still no money. It doesn't matter if XJR was repealed. HJR is backed by 7310 and 7310 is backed by the USC. It was a proven fact in history in 1933 that people were required to turn in their gold and silver so that the the exchange of money from physical to credit could happen. And when that happened, the United States corporation obligated themselves to discharge all debts because there is no more money. Listen to me very carefully, guys. I'm going to keep this short. We are bankers. We extend the credit. There are things that you need to learn that you are not reading in the banking part of laws, negotiable instruments, international bills of exchange, drafts, bills, checks, promissory notes. All those things are are tenders. That's the money. Your energy, your signature is the money. So if you want to be technical, there's money, yes, but not in the federal notes that or Federal Reserve notes that people so so desperately try to obtain. Okay, we are the bankers, and as bankers right now, if you haven't, when I say correct your status, besides authenticating your birth certificate or apostille, however you say that word, those are two different words, by the way. Look it up. Um, you have to claim ownership of the legal name that's doing business in the commerce world. So if you claim the name of the fictitious name of yourself, because you are not your name. You are a living soul, and your family name is your first name, your surname. Your last name is your surname, your family name. And that came first before you were born. But what I'm saying is that we have compelled benefits, the same benefits that the bankers have, the same benefits that everyone else has when they're doing business in the commercial world. You have the same benefits. You just have to educate yourself so that you're competent enough to use these things and not have to ask everyone or be afraid that something bad is going to happen or fraud or anything. So you have to learn how to stand in your circle because you're confident in what you have learned. Okay. I'm gonna leave it with this. There are ways to discharge debt through your signature and writing. There are ways to discharge your debt through your signature and writing. And I'm just not just saying about the first video I made where you wrote stuff all over the remittance coupon. I mean, you can physically write an international bill of exchange, or you can write a promissory note promising to pay a certain amount at a certain time, and you can take that to your bank, and that can be turned into legal tender, or it can be used as legal tender. As a matter of fact, it is. And if you're interested or intrigued of what I've been talking about, I'll be happy to educate you later on the videos, or if you want to get in my Telegram group, just email me mreid, REID1 at rocketmail.com, and we'll dig deeper. But be aware, okay? Everybody that's on the internet claiming to know things that they know, and they're still paying their bills in FRNs, or are they still asking you to pay them for their services in FRNs? They have no idea what they are doing or even teaching. So comprehend what you are, what your worth is, what you're able to do. You can't beat the system, but you can sure join them, right? Because the system is actually made for us to prosper. We are already born into abundance. That is our given birthright. But some would rather trade it for some other things. So ask yourself, is this worth it? Is it worth being a private banker and to be able to discharge debts with an instrument that you can make on your own, a negotiable instrument, and say, hey, this is what the bill that I want paid. This is the bill, or this is the debt that I want to discharge, and that this is when it's going to be discharged at this amount. Here it is. Here's my signature. Do it. I mean, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's that easy, but if you understand or comprehend the steps and the capabilities and the terms that we've learned throughout our years of our life, and actually understand them, and we can do some really powerful things, more powerful than what we're doing now. And they say money isn't everything, right? But money can help you do things for other people and yourself that will put you in a better position to be able to have the space to contribute back to the world like you're supposed to, instead of working 9 to 5, involuntary servitude, trying to pay up debt and bills that already been discharged, and you have the legal right to discharge with your fictitious straw man name, and that we are compelled to use under HJR 192 and 7310, Public Law 7310, and that we don't have to do most of the things that all these gurus are saying, that equity is and truth are sovereign. That's the things that are sovereign. Staying in honor is sovereign, because when you do those things, you present yourself as a value. Those are natural laws. Those are God-given laws made to govern the world and yourself without anyone else telling you. How to move forward. What's good, family? Stay on Fire Ministry. How to move forward with a PO from dealership with a down payment. Exactly. That's what I just said. Jesus, Jesus, or whatever, however you say your name. I don't know anyone that calls himself Jesus as a human, but Jesus Christ. So I'm guessing your name is Jesus. Jesus. But yeah. Um, I'm gonna keep dropping gems, y'all. I'm gonna keep dropping these things that. Well, thanks for watching, brother. Thanks for being with us. I'm gonna keep dropping these things as I do it myself. Yes, I have. Yes, I have claim ownership of my fictitious name on a county level. Yes, I've trademarked my name on an international level, which I shouldn't have done, but I was jumping the gun. You should do that on your county level. You can trademark your name on a county level. Yes, I have created a trust in a bank account trust. Yes, I have. Um, I've understood that you have to separate yourself from the straw man in order to start using the benefits of the straw man. What it's supposed to do. Your straw man was made, and that trust with the straw man was made for you to discharge your bills, your debt, so that you can live. Another bill collector. Oh my God. Dude, this bill collector calls every day from different numbers. You just got to get somebody. Go to a used deal. Most of the newer dealerships, their corporate tells them not to deal with stuff like that. I mean, I'm not saying to deter you. If you know how to explain it well enough and develop a relationship, Warren, with somebody, and you get them to watch the video, or you explain it to them well enough to agree that they will fill out the rest of the 1096, 1094, 1040V, and the 1099 OID, because you can't fill that out. The only thing you fill out is the 1099A. You could do that, or you could um you could take that 1099A and write a letter to the company, the corporate company, file it online 1099. This is not legal advice. We're just having a conversation. This is just based on my experiences and the knowledge that I've gained. If you need legal advice, I suggest you seek a competent lawyer or someone of that sort. But what I would do is I would file a 1099A online and have the copy be sent to the dealership, and so that way that they know that what you're doing is legit, and once they either accept or receive the 1099B, how they respond will determine if you have to do an administrative process, which is pretty much tell them, hey, Florida state, or whatever state you're in, says that if a person refuses payment, then it's discharged. Tender is discharged. That you aren't accepting my payment. Hope in 10 days that I hear from you again. And pretty much you do that 3 different times, and then if they don't respond in the way that you want, you take them to you litigate or arbitrate until you get what you want. But by that time, most companies don't want to do all that, and that's the thing that most people don't do. They give up on their processes, and that's why they don't get what they want. Florida, yeah, yeah. um hey, expound on that. We are, which is also biblical, stay on fire ministry. um Yeah, Warren. So, bro, the biggest thing is confidence, man, because the down payment is supposed to be part of your finance charge. That's supposed to be included in your finance charge. So that's illegal. If do you know the law for that? I think it's USC 15 USC 1605. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but Google finance it illegal to charge a down payment code and something like that, and look for USC something 18 USC 1601 or something like that, or 15 USC 1601. I'm not really sure, but type into Google. Google is powerful. Okay, you'll be able if you've been studying this stuff and listening to it enough, you'll be able to tell which information is false and what's not. Doing more research, I've learned the process is easier once you've claimed your minor estate. What with the 9-8 number, or how do you? What process have you learned to do? Okay. Um, there's different ways that I could tell you, Warren, but there's some things you just don't talk about online. Um, and I stay in honor in everything that I do, and but there are several different ways to do what you're looking to do. You just need to start the process, and it looks like you're already doing that. So look up. Tell me if you find it. Actually, tell me if you find what I told you to Google. Tell us if we are abiding the commandments of Yah. We are supposed to be the head and not the tail. Also the lenders, not the borrowers. Yes, 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 yes. And then there's other places too. Stay on fire ministry, like when he's talking to Abraham in the Old Testament about how um, that Abraham's generation would be blessed, and how we were promised land and abundance, and most of all eternal life. But um, I would encourage you guys, if you have not claimed your DBA of your state level, you should do that today, because I've heard of someone using that one paper and then taking it into court and winning their court case. And I don't know the specifics of it. It was on the channel I was listening to, but it makes sense because it shows that you are the owner of that legal fictitious name. Setting up a foreign express trust. Yes. Yes, Carl West. Carl Weiss talks about the express trust, the 9-8 trust. Star Fox, your minor state is claiming your birth certificate. I just sent my birth certificate out. Um, I think people are unclear what change of status means, and it just really depends on what you're trying to do. You don't have to claim nationality. You don't have to claim a lot of stuff. You just have to doing business as Stay on Fire Ministry. Think about it. DBA. You're doing business as your name in all caps. It's a corporation. Let me remind. All right, y'all. Peace and love. I'll see y'all soon. Think about what I said. All right. You got to separate yourself from the straw man so you can claim the rights and the compelled benefits of doing business in the commerce with your legal fictitious name. Once you start doing things like that, everything else that you're looking for to complete this process will come to you. And when they say the universe knows the law of attraction, the universe was made by God, and God has universal laws to govern the universe. So when they say law of attraction, that's correct. And what energy and vibration you put out into the atmosphere will come back. So as a man thinketh, so as he is. Peace and love. Hallelujah. Yes, sir. God bless y'all. And be blessed. Have a productive day.